think overall, over the 2 games, you have to say we've been beaten by the better team. You have to give that to Libya. In this game specifically, we had a lot of possession in the first half. Individual errors cost us. We went 1-0 behind. We've then got the goal back, but really, we've had a lot of possession in the first half, but again, we haven't put it into the strikers. We haven't created the opportunities. We want too many touches on the ball. In the second half, we came out with the intention of going and being very aggressive, but then again, an individual error, not standing up, not just putting the ball out of play as it's running out, and they've came in and scored the second goal. And then the third goal, really, we have to throw everything forward. You see we've changed the formation to 3-4-3 to really go for it. And when you do that, you're going to have difficulties going the other way because you have to be aggressive going forward. And, the third one's taken a big deflection. But you've just got to hold your hands up and say, do you know what? Over the 2 games, Libya were the better team and they deserve to go through. You don't win 4-1 on aggregate and be lucky. They deserve to go through, and we need to get back on the training pitch and make it right. I think it's just, I've said it before, we're missing that killer instinct in front of goal, and the thing about it is, our strikers are trying, but this is where you miss a player. Like, everyone's been talking about someone like Mehdi Kagere recently, and obviously outside of my control, I'd love to be able to pick him, but I can't. I would love to be able to pick a player who's scoring 20 goals a season, but I can't. It's outside of my remit. So the players we have, they're hit and miss a little bit, and then that means in midfield, the midfielders probably think, well, I'll keep hold of the ball a little bit more till we get a perfect chance. Whereas if you had an Alan Shearer type, a Didier Drogba type at the top of the team, you'd probably give the ball to them much earlier. So, it's not for want of trying. You saw at the end we had, 3 strikers on the pitch, 2 of whom are, the top 2 goal scorers in the league. And it still wasn't falling for them. So it's just really at international level, we lack that killer instinct. There's an old saying, it says, quitters never win and winners never quit. So for me, I'm someone who, you only get better by getting on the training pitch and working at things. So for me, tomorrow we'll be back at training. We have a game against Ethiopia in Sakafa on Saturday, and we'll be on the training ground tomorrow afternoon looking to move forward. Okay, for me, every single day it's how do we move forward? How do we move forward? We started well, in terms of we had a few good results to bring in, and 3 or 4 wins and draws to start with, the away win in Mozambique, and we've went on a bad run. Okay, where we've lost a few games, a couple of them competitive against Ghana and now Libya, and we just need to get back on the training pitch and fix this. Obviously the World Cup, it's very, very disappointing for us to go out of the World Cup, but ultimately our primary objectives are CHAN and the African Cup of Nations. So we refocus onto those and we get back to work on the training pitch.